Yeah, you're live. You've been live for 16 minutes, it says. Oh, wait. That's the recording. The recording's for 16 minutes.
So we're live now.
We're live.
Terry Lynn, can you hear me?
Double checking right now.
Yeah, let me know if everybody can hear me. Hi, damn Daniel.
Yep,
Hi, everybody can hear me now. Okay. Hurley's, hey, Terry Lynn, Mama, there goes the man. Holy shit, I've been sitting here talking this whole damn time, thought that I was live. Oh my God, now I gotta sit and think about all the shit that I just talked about, and I gotta repeat myself.
You talked about the whole show.
All right.
Ag show.
Take two. I'm going to go back and get back on my soapbox and go back over everything. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. I thought I was sitting here live. I'm sitting here just talking my ass off to a blank screen, I guess. I was looking at myself in the camera. Sorry about that. So here we go. All right. First and foremost, yes, we've been, vacant on podcasts. I do apologize, to everybody. We've been doing a lot of building for the World Ag Expo. And that's where I want to start this show off at, World Ag Expo. Lisa at the World Ag Expo, we love you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. You really helped me with the booth, getting everything set up, the wood chips, the electrical, and just taking care of me and Anita. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to attend the World Ag Expo and do your displays, give Lisa a call. As for Lisa, everybody knows who Lisa is. So I want to thank everybody that attended the show. I want to thank all the supporters that come out to help us in our booth, Todd and Wesley from Real Craft, Steve and Jenny from J. Racenstein, Randy from North America AR Pump, Dan from BE, Jerry and Lynn from Slavin Group that help the customers with the RO system. Who else we had come out there? Am I leaving anybody out? But all of the customers that follow us that showed up, we put out a message or on our social media streams, to show up if you're able to come. I got to meet so many people that follow me that I didn't even know who you were. So thank you so much for showing up and coming by our booth and giving support. Nothing but love to everybody. Thank you so much. All of our new customers that attended the booth that come by and got to talk to, a lot of the Megawatt Farm owners, other companies that clean Megawatt Farms, they come by and we talked about their equipment, our equipment, how we do things. So thank you for so much, coming by. I sent out mass emails and mass texts to all the people that showed up. The business cards that I got, I did that this week. It took me a week to get caught up from being gone for a week, but I sent all that out. But at any rate, World Ag Expo was a hit. We got so much stuff going on. As soon as we come back, we tore the RO trailer apart. We took the water tank out of the RO trailer. We just installed the wall mounts today. We got over a powder coating back. This right here is the frame for this tank that goes in the Kubota. Ken and Micah from Kubota in Hanford, California. That's right there by Tulare. Thank you so much for helping us out with the Kubota. But the Kubota is in paint. Who didn't know I couldn't leave the damn Kubota alone? I couldn't keep it orange. I had to paint it white. So the frame's painted white. The Kubota is going to be painted white. Where all the orange was at, it's going to be white now. So we're going to get it pimped out, get this installed in it next week. And that will be up and running. And we got a couple little things to do, and then we're going to be heading off to Megawatt Farm, and we're going to bring in the drones. We're going to film it, showing it cleaning, and then we're going to get this thing out in the field and start working it all the time. That was about the World Ag Expo and the equipment and the mods we're doing. So this is what I want to talk to everybody about. It seems like everybody and their mother is doing podcasts now, and that's another reason that you haven't seen me so much. I've always been taught, if you ain't got nothing good to say, then keep your damn mouth shut and don't say nothing at all.
New followers join the kingdom.
There's several people that I follow, several companies that I follow on podcasts, and I've been seeing so much negative stuff out there. Let me tell you something, people. People like my followers, me and Anita appreciate every single one of you. And the last thing we want to do is put you in snoozeville and be a Debbie Downer and talk about negative stuff on a podcast. And that's what we're starting to see now. If I wanted to see something negative, hell, I'd tune into the local news or watch CNN. I mean, if you want to be depressed, watch your local news or watch CNN. You'll get depressed every damn day. That's not what we're about here. What we're about here is to help our customers out, to make sure that they grow and become their own entrepreneurs and they don't fail. We love to give back to our followers. We love to give back to our customers and help you out. That's why we do this right here. I do it for free. So moving forward in the future, you're only going to get about 20 or 30 minutes podcast out of me. I'm not doing none of these no more snoozeville hour-long podcasts. I am so tired of watching podcasts. People do an hour long. You know what? I'm tired in the evening. My voice is always shot every day. All I want to do is come home, get a shower. My wife had me something, to eat, and go lay down on the couch with my 2 dogs. I'm tired and I'm lazy. So to come home and sit and watch a snoozeville, Debbie Downer, hour-long podcast, it ain't going to happen. I'm tuning out. So if you don't have nothing good to say, you need to catch my attention within the first 2 to 5 minutes of your podcast. As long as you got some good information to put out, or you're showing some good videos, or you're doing something like that, by all means, you got my attention. I'm going to do the same thing to all of my followers. We're going to put out some good information. Kaylin has been sending out a bunch of crazy videos on social media. I love it, especially the Amazon driver about how fast we deliver our products. Love it. But Kaylin sent out some more today, but I haven't had a chance to watch them. It's like the floodgates open today, and solar panel season's back in full swing. A lot of people's been coming in and getting ready for this next summer and everything, and so we've had a lot of people coming in today. The other thing I want to talk about is when you're doing a podcast, I've seen a few people do their shows and they want to belittle other companies. They want to talk about how big they are and what they do and everything else and puff their chest out and act like they're all that. Well, you know what? You look like a dumbass out there. Average person that watches you look at you like, who the hell does this person think they are? You want to sit there and belittle companies that do gutter cleaning. When they clean the solar panels, when they're during the off season, they're out there cleaning gutters. Well, guess what? FYI, rocket science, gutter cleaning is part of the business when you clean solar panels. Do you not realize leaves underneath the panels? Do you not realize bird nests, droppings that go into the solar panels? Well, guess what you do? To take care of your customer, you let them know that you got a lot of leaves, you got a lot of bird nests, poop that's going into the gutters, and the gutters need to be cleaned too. Why? During rainy season, the water can fill up in a gutter. And when it fills up to the top of your facial board, guess where that water goes in? Right underneath the roof tile. And guess what's underneath the roof tile? The inside of your house. Now you're getting water exposure inside your house. If it doesn't start leaking through your ceiling right away, you're going to start getting mold and mildew into your sheetrock. So the gutters has to be clean. So, one person made a comment about gutter cleaning, that was, above their standards. And I'm like, really? We do it all the time. Not only do we do the gutter cleaning, whenever you're spraying the roof and you're cleaning out underneath the panels, guess where all that debris goes? It goes in 2 locations. 1, the gutters, and 2, the ground. You got to clean all that crap up. So if you want to just, single yourself out and only do solar panels and not do all the job, well, guess what? You're going to lose those customers because the first time they have water damage and their gutters are plugged up and they see what's in the gutters, bird nests, bird poop, leaves, they're going to say, well, shit, the guys that clean my solar panels must have filled the gutter up. Now I got all this water damage. It's part of the job. AM Pressure Washing has a flyer. I list everything on here AM Pressure Washing does. Oh, Mark Sullins from Alabama, that country bumpkin, he don't only pressure washes. Guess what? He also welds. He hauls off trash. He'll change the damn light bulb in a community or at a pool, at an association, a light post. I'll change that. I've changed out signs. The concrete curbs that get broke. I bring out new concrete curbs and re-anchor them back down into the asphalt. AM Pressure Washing just doesn't limit themselves to pressure washing. We do a lot more stuff besides pressure washing. That's right, I'll do my little quotations. If anybody wants to see our company flyer, email me, mark@ampw.co, and I'll send you my company flyer so you can say, wow, Mark does more stuff besides build equipment, pressure wash, clean solar panels. Hell, I clean a lot of things. I do a lot of different stuff. So I don't limit myself, and this is just me. I don't care if you just only want to clean solar panels, then that's your title, then go for it. You just do solar panels. But people like me are the companies that grow in this industry because we do not limit ourselves. We do this magic thing. We don't leave money on the table. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Leaving money on the table. We got companies that want to go out there and lowball, customers, or they let the customers get the best of them and talk them into, bringing the price down on their solar panel cleaning. You've got to learn how to stick to your guns on your prices. You got to keep your prices up because you're leaving money on the table. Money, this stuff right here. Let me go over here and show you something. Watch this right here. This right here. You're leaving this on the table. You're leaving money. Don't limit yourself. Keep your prices firm, but explain to the customer what you're doing for them. Say, hey, I'm going to do a roof inspection. I'm going to let you know about any broken tiles, slide them back up in place if they slid down. We're going to inspect up underneath the panels, make sure you don't have no bird issues. We're going to check your gutters and clean them out while we're here. And we're going to clean your solar panels. Say, if you want to hire the cheaper guy that just comes out and clean your solar panels, by all means, it's your business, your money. But this is what you get when you pay my price. $200 for 10 to 30 panels on a single story, $250 for 10 to 30 panels on a two-story. That's what I charge. That's my company standard. That's where I'm at. But you get a hell of a lot more with me than you do everybody else. I always go above and beyond when I do a job. Just because I got hired to clean a driveway, well, guess what? The garage door is dirty. If you got, walls, we sprayed them down. If you got spider webs on the lights, we sprayed them down. We do more than just clean this one job. That way, when they come out, they're like, oh my God, they didn't just clean the concrete, they cleaned my lights, they did this. They went above and beyond. We're already there. It takes us 2 seconds to do it. But that's why AM pressure washing stands out from everybody else, because we're not lazy. We go the extra mile to make sure our customer is happy and they get their money's worth. That's what AM pressure washing does. It's like all of our corporate accounts. Been cleaning these companies for over 14 years. I have not raised my price not one time. And guess what? These corporate accounts, people would love to have our accounts. You know why they don't leave us? I don't raise my price and I give them the same quality work every single time. They love us. And that's why they don't put the jobs out to bid, because they love us. But yeah, the people on the podcast that are out there doing podcasts now, it seems like everybody and their mother's doing podcasts. You got a lot of people out there that are putting the wrong information out there. And I've caught them. I've heard some of the shit that they say. They're lying. They don't know what they're talking about, but they want to be famous. They want to be on social media. Well, you know what? That fame and glory and everything, if you're not out there putting the right information out. So just make sure you're putting the right information out. You're not limiting yourself. You're not leaving money on the table, and you're doing a good job for your customer. The season's here again. Today was phenomenal. I see it. We're back. And now me and Anita's going to be back. We're going to be doing the megawatt farms. So I'm going to be out doing those a lot now, and you finally get to see all this equipment in action, and you get to see how we work, running this equipment. So, podcast, you're only as good as your last podcast. It's like I tell everybody, you're only as good as your last job. If you don't do the job right, when you're there cleaning, you're going to lose that customer. You're only as good as your last job. Well, your podcast is the same way. All of these followers that you have, you can do one bad podcast, and you're going to lose the attention of everybody. So all of the people that follow us, that tune in and watch our podcast, thank you so much. We are not going to give you nothing negative. We're not going to give you nothing, no lying. Holy shit, I'm losing my voice today. We want to be entertaining. We want to talk a lot of shit. We want to make you laugh, and we want to have fun. And life is too short. It's like I tell everybody, if I want to be depressed and negative, hell, I just turn on my local news or watch CNN. Makes me want to slip my wrist every time I watch that shit. You know, the world is negative now. So there's no reason for us to be negative. All you got to do is just tune into your local news. Stay positive. Everybody says, oh, you have off seasons. Well, yeah, you do slow down during Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and January. It does slow down. But what did I tell you guys in all my past podcasts? I sound like a damn broke record. Save the bird proofing during the wintertime. Save the gutter cleaning during the rainy seasons. There's other stuff you can do. You just got to learn how to go out and talk to the customers and keep that stuff going during the slow season. It's up to you. You're the owner of your company. You are your own entrepreneur. So get it figured out. If you need my help or if you want any advice, my advice is free. I give it to people all the time. It don't cost you nothing but your time to pick up the phone and give me a call. Or if you want to shoot me an email, or if you want to shoot me a text, shoot me a text. I have customers call me daily needing help on jobs, needing help on equipment, needing help on bidding things. I help people all the time, but that's just who I am. So you have me. If you want me, come get me. Here I am. I'm here for you. But the things that you're going to start seeing in the future is maybe 20, 30-minute podcasts, unless I have guests on and they're really bringing you some good information, companies or whoever. Then whenever they get done, they're done, giving their spiel, then we'll end the podcast. But coming in, when you get off work and you've been working your ass off day, you will not be sitting there doing snoozeville, listening to an hour podcast for me. I'm done doing these hour podcasts. You guys have more things in life to do besides sitting here and listening to my dumb ass. All right, nothing but love to everybody. Let me go up here and look at the questions. And that damn Daniel, number one here. Who didn't know that damn Daniel? Mama, there goes the man. Oh, shit, Terry Lynn. Love you, girl. Someone came from San Antonio, Texas. That damn Daniel, yes, sir. Nita, LOL. Anita, thanks to everyone who participated and made it happen. Thank you, Nita. The followers alert bot will be fixed. It's catching up from the last podcast. Hi, Jennifer. We got our little Jennifer Pratt on there. Jennifer Pratt may be coming in soon to do a podcast. She's ready to get her season back started. I actually talked to her today. Terry Lynn, you're nothing but happy faces and crying. I love you, girl. As a courtesy to the homeowners can you upsell? Yes, you can upsell this, damn Daniel. Look here, we got Jeff right here. Yes, that's an upsell. Take pictures. Tell the customer, you ain't got to climb up here. Let me take a picture and let me text it to you real quick. You do that, you can do upsells. You can do upsells on gutters, bird proofing, clean out from underneath the panels, and if they got overspray. Those are 3 of the quickest upsells you can do when you're cleaning solar panels. Robert, will you start carrying any 8-gallon per minute hot water machines in the foreseeable future? Well, Robert, I've been carrying these machines since we started in business. I just don't stock them. I order them as a need-to basis. So if you need one of these machines, give me a call tomorrow, Robert, or email me, and I'll get you set up with a machine. But yeah, I can get them. I can get you any 8 gallons or 10 gallons or whatever you want. Hurley's good question. Money, Robert. If you never do more than what you are paid for, you'll never get paid for more than what you do. Good answer, Robert. I love it. I'm queen of the stupid questions, and Mark always got me. You're out of damn control, Terry Lynn. That damn Daniel, I can't stand people talk about efficiency gain from solar panel cleaning that have no business whatsoever talking about number and percentage. I'm with you, Daniel. Now that I'm getting caught up, as soon as I get done with the trailer and the Kubota, which will be done next week, I'm going to go out and start using that Fluke 393 meter. I'm going to go out and test the panels before I clean, test the panels after I clean. I'm going to go back for 3 weeks on the same day, same time, and see how much deterioration of the kilowatts. And then I'm going to go out once a month for 2 or 3 more months. And Kaylin is going to compile all of this. I'm going to take pictures and do screenshots of the date and time and also of the video of the 393 meter and show you in like the Temecula area that has desert, that has mountains and stuff around them, how much the panels deteriorate. So I'm going to go do that video. It's going to be over a long period of time because I want to do it, and show you how they deteriorate, but I'm going to do that, and we'll be getting that to you as well. And what's going on, Robert? I'll call you tomorrow. What's your take on gutter cleaning vacuums? They work great, but you got to be careful. You can't be using them right after it rains because underneath all the leaves in the gutters is still moisture, and it just sticks in your hoses and it plugs them up real quick. So the leaf vacuums are nice. They have the extended poles that have the hook that go over in them, and they work great. But sometimes you got to bring it down and take the big leaves off because they get plugged up. They work great. They really work good for people out in deserts that have a lot of dust and dirt. As you scrape the gutters, it sucks that dirt up real quick. That way you're not making the dust trying to sweep or blow them out, or you're using water and splattering mud everywhere. I love them for dirt, leaves. You just got to be careful with because they'll get stopped up, and you got to bring it down and unstop it and stick it back up there again. Leaves, me personally, I like to sweep them on the ground, blow them in a corner, and then put them in a bag and get rid of them. Now, if it's dirt, that vacuum works great. So there's your question.
Just leave them in your walkways and driveways, and then upsell a freaking rinse.
Depends on the height, Robert. I have all that data, Mark. That damn Daniel. Oh, right on, that damn Daniel. So that's cool that you got all that. My research says 0.03 to 0.08% per year. That is so minimal. Daniel, you're in Texas, if I remember right? Yeah, I think you're in Texas, Daniel. What kind of area? So you're in a humid climate, a lot of rain, a lot of trees and everything. So out here in California, Daniel, it's a lot different. We have a lot of deterioration out here. So with all the dust and wind and everything else, the panels deterioration go down real quick. But I'm going to get you videos and show you all that. That's right, Daniel, Texas. But yeah, share any data that you got, Daniel. If you want to send it over to me, I'll throw it on a podcast, or I'll show it on my social media. I can't even talk social media. I'll throw it on there, and that way other people can see what you got going on in your area, about deterioration and everything else of the kilowatts. So guys, like I said, I'm not going to be doing long podcasts. I don't even know how long I've been on right now.
42 minutes.
Bottom right, should say.
Yep, here we go. So I've been on 22 minutes and 47 seconds. So thank you for tuning in. I didn't mean to get on the soapbox. I just want to get on the people that are being negative. And, if you're going to do a podcast, put out good information. It's like whenever I go on YouTube, I want to know about the latest cell phone, or if I got a question, I answer it on YouTube. That person gets right to the point, tells you what's going on, and they're gone. When you're doing these long, drawn-out podcasts and just, blowing wind up everybody's butt, being, negative and Debbie Downers, that's not for me, and it's not for everybody else. We don't want to hear it. So think about how you do your podcast. Put out good information. We're going to do the same thing. And, like I said, we're not going to tune in forever. We're going to do short podcasts and give you some good information and all that good stuff. Thanks for always answering my questions. You're anytime, Robert. I also monitor 16 homeowners, too. There you go, Daniel. I appreciate that. Real factual information can be proven. Yes, it can. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for following us. Anita and I love each and every one of you. From the bottom of our heart, thank you so much for being part of our family and being part of our team. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Peace.
Thank you for joining our podcast today. Hope the knowledge we passed on to you helped. Please tune in next week for a brand new show and surprise guest. From AM Pressure Washing and your host, Mark Sullins, have a great day and be safe.